Okay, students, now we are in the lecture 2 of the solid state. After completing the 3 levels explanation of the introduction, we are into the lecture 2. Okay, in lecture 1 we have discussed the introduction in the 3 levels with the board teaching, with the 3D 2D diagram and with the 3D diagrams. Okay, 3D animation we have studied, and the last topic was classification of crystals. Okay, we have classified solids into two types, amorphous and crystals. We have studied the difference between the crystal and amorphous also. Now it is time for classification. This introduction also given in that. So depending on the constant particle, crystals are divided into 4 types. Basically, how many types? 4 types: ionic crystal, molecular crystal, covalent crystals and metallic crystals. Okay, so again, molecules depending on their intermolecular forces, they are further divided into 3 types. What it is? Polar. Okay, it might not be clearly visible. I want that all information should be placed at single place. That's why I am writing and reading out also. Polar, and this is non-polar. What it is? Non-polar. And next one is hydrogen bonded. What it is? Hydrogen bonded. Okay, now let's study one by one. Okay, first, intermolecular or interparticle force of attraction. First topic we are going to study is interparticle force of attraction. Okay, as they contain ions, their attraction force will be electrostatic. What it is going to be? Electrostatic. And here it is polar, so the attraction force is going to be dipole. And here it is going to be van der Waal. It is going to be what? Van der Waal. Otherwise London dispersion forces also they are called. And here already clearly mentioned, it is hydrogen bond, based upon this only. Okay, and here it is covalent bond. What is the bond here? Covalent bond. Here which bond is present? Metallic bond. Okay, metallic bond. So solids are classified into how many types? 4 types: ionic, molecule, covalent and metallic. Here ions are present, here molecules are present, here covalent atoms are present. That I am going to write it here, metallic. Okay, constraint particles. What is the next one? What particles are available? Okay, here what? Cation and anion. It will contain 2 parts, cation and rest is anion also. Okay, then molecular. In the molecular they will be simple molecules. Okay, and here they will contain atoms. Okay, here main important metal ions. What they will contain? Metal ions with C of electrons. With what? C of electrons. Electron will be flowing. Somewhere metal ions will be embedded. Okay, so these are the types of constant particles in the all 4 types of solids. Okay, now let's study some examples. Okay, so these examples are well known examples: NaCl, KCl. Okay, here dipole and it should be molecule. Okay, ice. What is the example for this? Ice. Sorry, here better example will be ice, will be better example for here. Okay, H2O, as we are studying about the solids, we should write H2O as a ice. Okay, and CH4, I am talking about the C, not gas. It should be in the lower temperature. Okay, non-polar. Okay, so they are all molecules only. Br2. Okay, solid ice, dry ice. CO2 is called as dry ice. Okay, these are the examples of molecular crystals, molecular solids with non-polar, polar and polar with hydrogen bond. Okay, and here the best example for this is diamond. What is the example? Diamond. Here carbon is combined available, with the help of the combined available with the help of what? Single covalent bond. And here difference is, here sodium will be ion, chlorine will be ion, but here only sodium. Okay, sodium is only sodium. Okay, so but it will internally it is consists of sodium positive. Internally it consists of sodium positive with flow of electrons. Sodium positive with flow of electrons. Okay, magnesium, aluminium, these are all the metallic crystals. These are all what? Metallic crystals. Okay, next properties. Main thing is the properties. Main thing is what? Properties. First, these ionic are hard. They are hard but brittle. Okay, brittle means they break into the powder, and they are insulators. They are insulator. Question is, if they contain charge, they should be conductor, but insulator in solid state, conductor in liquid or aqueous state, liquid or molten state. Okay, molecular solids, actually see, except diamond, all of them are soft. Okay, all of them are here in place of the hard. What I should write here? Soft. Okay, and they have low melting point. They have high melting point, but here they have low melting point and boiling point. They are perfect insulators. What they are? They are perfect insulators. Okay, so here I am writing the properties up to here. Okay, now here next, diamond. Except diamond, they are very high melting point. Covalent bond is strong bond. They are hard also and high melting point also. High melting point also, and insulator. What they are? They are insulators. Okay, except graphite. What is the exception here? It is the graphite exception. Okay, next, metallic. Coming to the metallic, most of the metals are hard only. Except which metal? Except our alkali metals, most of the metals are hard. Especially D block metals are hard metals. Okay, D block metals are hard metals. D block metals are hard metals, and they are malleable. They are malleable. They are ductile. Okay, etc. They are ductile, etc. And they are good conductors of electricity. What they are? They are good conductors of electricity. Okay, so listen once again carefully. So these are the so many properties are written together. So try to write it carefully. Try to write it carefully, and everything should be aware of it. Okay, first, ionic crystal. What they contains? Cation and anions. So between the cation and anion, charge will be electrostatic force of attraction. Like example, sodium positive is a cation, chlorine minus is a anion. Between them, electrostatic, even you can say ionic bond also. Okay, understood? And because of the strong force of attraction, they are hard. But main problem is that, like, these are also hard, these are also hard, these are also hard. But when you apply the pressure on them, they will break up into the powder. That's why they are brittle. Okay, and even though ions are present, they are not allowed to move here and there in the solid state. Therefore they are insulator. But the same substance, when taken in aqueous state, when the same substance taken in the aqueous state, they act as a good conductor, the best conductor. Okay, because in the aqueous state or liquid state, these ions are free to move. Then molecular. Molecular contains like CH4. It is a polar molecule. Br2, CO2, I2. The I2 will be the best example, I think. Okay, I2 and CO2, dry ice. I am talking about the dry ice. So these are the crystals which non-polar. There is no polarity at all. There is a polarity. There is a polarity, and more dominating force is the hydrogen bonded. So molecular crystals are further divided into how many types? 3 types: polar, non-polar, hydrogen bonded. Polar attraction force will be dipole-dipole attraction, Non-polar attraction force will be van der Waals force of attraction. Hydrogen bond is already hydrogen bond. Okay. So they all contains molecule only but different properties. Okay. So because of the weak forces, dipole force also, van der Waals force also, hydrogen bond also, weak force, therefore they are soft in nature and they have low melting point, as there is no charge to flow. Therefore they act as a insulator. They act as what? Insulator. Okay. Next, covalent. So the bond between the atoms, they contains atoms like diamond, carbon, carbon. Okay. And even you can take silica also. I am writing here SiO2. This is also silica crystal. Between the silicon and oxygen there will be covalent bond. Okay. So interparticle force will be covalent bond. Okay. Examples are diamond, graphite, SiO2. These are all the examples. Because of the strong covalent bond, they are extremely hard. You can see the diamond, the hardest substance known. Okay. Then because of the strong bond, they have high melting point and there is no charge flow. They are insulators. Except graphite, there is no other covalent substance which is insulator. Okay. Graphite is conductor because of the one free electron. Out of the 4 electrons, 1 electron will be free to move, hence it is conductor. Okay. Next, metallic. All metallic conductors will contain obviously metallic bond, but strength of the metallic bond depends upon the number of unpaired electron. More the number of unpaired electron, more will be the strength of the bond. Alkali metals being contain only 1 electron free to move, therefore they are soft in nature. Otherwise, other metals like D block metal, F block metal, they have more number of unpaired electron, more will be the strength of the metallic bond, therefore they will be hard in nature. Okay. So they contains particle metal ions with C of electron. Okay. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, these are all examples of the metallic crystals. They are hard, okay, they are malleable, they are ductile and they are the good conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, just make a note of it, classification of crystals. Okay, next topic is crystal systems. What systems? Crystal systems. Okay. So there are 2 terms you have to understand. What is that? Interfacial angles. Okay. And interfacial angles and interfacial distances. Okay. Now let us take a simple cube. What it is? This is a simple cube. So this is a simple cube. Okay, this is a crystal. Let us take a simple cube. Now between these two, this is one plane, this is another plane. Between these two, whatever the distance is there, okay, they are called as interfacial distances. Okay, like that, how many distances you will have? We will have total 3 distances. Okay, A, comma B, comma C. Simple length, breadth and height. Okay, what is that? Length, breadth and height. Okay, now let us take interfacial angles. So let us take, this is the face, this is another face. This angle is called as a interfacial angles. Okay, like that there will be 3 angles, alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, so between these two planes, let us take A. Between these two planes, let us take B. Between these two planes, let us take C. Okay. Height, let us take B. Width is C, and length is A. Likewise, there will be total 3 interfacial distances. There will be total 3 interfacial angles. Interfacial angles will be alpha, beta, gamma, and interfacial distances will be A, B, C. Okay. So based upon these values, based upon changing this A, B, C, changing with alpha, beta, gamma, there are in universe, there are 7 crystal systems found. How many crystal systems found? 7 crystal systems found. Okay. What are those 7 crystal systems? What will be the difference between them? The difference between them will be only either they will have different interfacial distances or they will have interfacial angles different. So these are the 7 basic crystal systems, okay, in which A, B, C are alpha, beta, gamma different. What are those? Cubic, orthorhombic, tetragonal, monoclinic, rhombohedral, triclinic and hexagonal. Okay, except this, all of them are cuboid systems only. Except hexagonal, all of them are cuboid system only. Okay, so what will be the difference between them? What are the number of examples, like that we are going to discuss. Okay, so this is the 7 crystal systems. Okay, but in the cube itself we have total 4 types of crystal. Okay, in cube how many crystals? Each cubic crystal is further divided into 4 types. How many types they have divided into? 4 types. Okay, first one is simple cubic. What is called it as? Simple cubic. Okay, next one, after the simple cubic, next one is body centered cubic. Next one is what? Body centered cubic. This we are going to see it through the animation also. Okay, animation view is very much important for this. Without animation you may not exactly understand. Okay, so simple cubic, body centered cubic, next followed by the face centered cubic, next followed by the face centered cubic, and after that we will have end face centered. Okay, what centered? End face centered. Understood? Other than this there is one more also, that is edge centered. Okay, what it is? Edge centered also. Okay, that also we will cover, but for the time being, as per the NCERT, these are the 3 types only. 4th and 5th type they are not mentioned anywhere. Okay, but this is one example is given in NCERT, so it is better to study also. Okay, edge center also I will cover, don't worry about that. Okay, so in simple cubic what happens? Lattice point. What point? Whatever I am drawing, what they are? Lattice point. Okay, so these are the lattice points. Now lattice points are available only at the corners. Where they are available? Only at the corners. Okay, here I am writing clearly 8 at corner. What is this? 8 at corner. This I will show you with the animation. I will show you how with animation. Up to here you should be able to see. Are you able to see it? Okay, exactly covered. Now let's see about the body centered cubic. Okay, here body centered cubic also the lattice points will be at the corners. Lattice points will be where? They will be available at the corners. They will be available at the corners. Apart from the lattice point at the corner, they are also available at the body center. One lattice point is at the body center. Okay, 8 at corner. 8 at corner plus 1 at body center. Which center? Body center. Okay, next after this face centered cubic. Okay, so here also minimum requirement. What is the minimum requirement? Lattice points will have to be at corner. Lattice points have to be at corner. Okay, lattice points have to be at corner, and there are 6 faces. See, this is the top face, this is the bottom face. Like this, while explaining only, if I draw the diagram, then it will be easy for you. Okay, top and bottom, left and right, front and back. See, after this if you see, then it will be very confusing. Okay, so like that, total front and back, top and bottom, and left and right. Okay, so 8 at corner is must. Okay, plus 6 at face center. 6 where? At face center. Is it understood? Now end face centered will be there only when normally when one of the length, one of the distance, like ABC, one of the distance is very much longer, very much longer. See, these are the two faces separated by long distance. So long distance separated faces only will contain face centers. Okay, so what are the lattice point? 8 at corner, okay, plus 2 at face center. 2 at which center? Face center. Okay, so 8 at corner, 2 at face center. This is about the end face centered. Make a diagram like this, then we will check it again. We will check it with the what? We will check it with the animation. Okay, so just make a note of it. Simple cubic, body centered cubic, face centered cubic, and end face centered cubic. Okay, noted? Make a note of it, then we will go further. These points I will ask and you should be able to answer when I say FCC, 8 at corner, 6 at face center. Okay, so like that I am going to use and make some calculations. Okay, now these are called as a cubic systems. Okay, so 7 basic crystal system and these 4 are the filled cubic system and 1 hexagonal. So there will be 14 Bravais lattice. What they are called as? Bravais lattice. Okay, so what is Bravais lattice? That we will come to know now in the tabular form. Okay, so I will be writing the tabular form, just wait for it. Okay, these are the 7 basic crystal systems. Okay, so when you combine this 7 basic crystal system with 4 cubic systems or 1 hexagonal system, total we will get 14 Bravais lattice. If question is about number of Bravais lattice, your answer should be 14. Okay, if question is about number of crystal systems, 7. If question is about number of cubic crystal system, 4. Okay, so let's see how it is possible. In cubic there will be all interfacial distances will be same and all interfacial angles also will be same. They are 90 degree. Okay, so this, when it contains further, out of this 4 only 3 parts are possible. Only 3 crystal systems are possible. Simple cubic, body centered cubic and face centered cubic. Okay, orthorhombic, where A not equal to B not equal to C, alpha equal to beta equal to gamma, and all of them are 90 degree. Okay, no angles are, no distances are same, but all angles are same. So there will be all 4 systems: simple cubic, body centered cubic, face centered cubic, end face centered cubic, end face centered cubic. Okay, so everything you will find it in NCERT also. So NCERT is the final decision. Understood? So don't go for any extra example other than NCERT. You can make it in a big page. If it is possible, go for the A3 size paper. Okay, A3 size paper, you make a chart and you should use more number of colored pens so that you can, it should look attractive. Okay, it should ask you to read. Understood? Then tetragonal is 2 and simple cubic and body center. Here 2 lengths are equal but not the third length, but all interfacial angles are same. Okay, now here monoclinic, simple cubic and body center, same these two, but only thing is another distance also not same, and beta is not equal to 90. What is not equal to 90? Beta is not equal to 90. Okay, next is the rhombohedral, all distances are same. This contains only simple cubic. This contains only simple cubic. This contains only simple cubic. Actually there is a small word which is called as a primitive. Okay. So primitive and simple cubic both are same. What is same? Primitive is equal to simple cubic. Primitive is equal to what? Simple cubic. Okay. Is it understood? So triclinic up to here, rhombohedral here. Next triclinic. All angles are different. All lengths also different. Okay. Hexagonal. There will be only one angle is problem and one distance is problem. Okay. One angle will be 120. Hexagon means this angle will be obviously how much it is? 120. And this length will be different. See, height will be different and one angle will be different. Left over with all angles will be 90. Only this angle will be 120. Okay. So examples and all go only by heart. If possible, only by heart. NCERT given example. Don't go for any other examples. Okay. Is it understood? Now I will tell you the simple systems which you should remember. Okay. Most unsymmetrical crystal system. What is the triclinic? Why? Because neither sides are same nor angles are same. Triclinic is the worst symmetrical. Okay. What are symmetry? What is how many components are there? That I will explain. Don't worry. Triclinic. Okay. Is the most unsymmetrical crystal system. So they may ask like this. Understood? Now the next question will be the most symmetrical crystal system. So once we say most unsymmetrical, all unequal. Then if it is all equal, so where is the all equal? Here see, these are not equal, here not equal, here not equal, here not equal, not equal. There is only one which is all are equal. What is that? Cubic system. Cubic system is the most symmetrical crystal system, whereas triclinic is the most unsymmetrical crystal system. Maximum number of cuboid systems are found in orthorhombic. Maximum number of crystal systems are cuboid systems are found in orthorhombic. There was a question also, integer type question. Number of cuboid systems found in orthorhombic plus monoclinic. So that will be 4 plus 2. Okay. And how this 14 came? 3 plus 4, 7, 9, 11, 11 plus 3, 14. Okay. So these are 7. Out of this they are further divided into some more types. 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. These are the 14 Bravais lattice. Why this 14 Bravais lattice? Is it understood? Basic crystal systems are 7 only. But where you place in those, this is the basic structure. In this, if you place only at corners, this will become as a simple cubic. Along with the corners, if you place at the body center also the same. Cubic is body centered cubic. Cubic is face centered cubic. Cubic is simple cubic. Simple cubic also called as primitive. Is it understood? So difference between Bravais lattice and crystal systems, is it understood? When you combine the crystal system along with the type of cubic system, you will get 14 Bravais lattice. And if you change the element also, there will be 256 crystal systems. How many systems? 256. If you change the atoms, if you change the elements, then there will be 256 crystal systems. Okay. So what are the things you will remember? Most symmetrical crystal system, most unsymmetrical crystal system, crystal system with maximum number of cuboid systems. Okay. So this is, and which system is non-cuboid system? Hexagonal. What is the angle? Interfacial angles 120. Okay. So like that this question may become from anywhere. So better to by heart the examples also. Okay. Just make a note of it and you can update, you can enrich it by the NCERT. Okay. Most of the things like examples I have not covered. Okay. Okay students, now we are going to start with the types of cubic unit cells. In this session we are going to first start with the two-dimensional study of the unit cells, and most important cubic unit cells are three. First one is called simple cubic, second one is called body centered cubic, third one is called as a face centered cubic. Okay, one by one we will first see through the two dimension, then we will go for the three dimensional with animation, how it looks from the forward, backward, when they are closed, like that animations all are projected. We will go to that. Well, before that we wanted to see to the two dimensional with the diagrammatic view. Okay, so here you can find this is called as a simple cubic unit cell. Okay, so here you will find one lattice point, two lattice point, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total how many lattice points are there? 8 lattice points are there, and all of them are unique, all of them are identical, all of them are same. What is the same? They are located at the corners. Okay, this is first type of cubic unit cell. Now let's see the next type. This is about the body centered cubic unit cell. In short, it is called as a primitive. Okay, so before this we have cubic, simple cubic is also called as a primitive. What it is called as? Primitive unit cell. Remember, already I mentioned in my board level teaching, when I taught on the board, I have taught you primitive or simple cubic, both are same. BCC, body centered cubic. Now how many types you are finding here? When you come to the types, there are two types. Okay, first corner, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Why I am so particular about this location? Because their contribution, we will study that topic, their contribution is different. Okay, so once their contribution is different, then the number of counting will be different. Okay, now next part I will take another, see, this is the body centered. Okay, the green color tick mark is for the body center and 8 corners. So total 8 corners, one body center, it is called as a body centered cubic. Okay, so shall we go for the next one? Okay, next one is the face centered cubic. Okay, face centered cubic is also called as a cubic close packing. What it is called as? Cubic close packing. Okay, so in the cubic close packing, the number of lattice points are very much high, and the types are again two types. What is the basic type? Corner. And how many corners are there? 8 corners. Okay, so I will take different color. I will take red color. Okay, so the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 are the corners which are ticked with the red color. Then I will take green color. Okay, so this green color is face center. See, this is the front, this is the back, this is the left, this is the right, this is the top, this is the bottom. Okay, this is bottom one, this is top one, this is right one, this is left one, this is the front one, this is the back one. Like that, total how many faces are there? In a cube you will find how many faces? 6 faces. So each face is connected with the 6 face centers. So total number of lattice points in FCC, total number of lattice point in FCC are how many? Very good, 14. 8 at corner, 6 at the face center. So this is about the two-dimensional view. This is about the two-dimensional view of the unit cells. What we have studied? We have studied 3 types of unit cells: simple cubic or primitive. Next one is body centered cubic, and face centered. Third and last one is face centered cubic or cubic close packing. Okay, why it is close packing? Because there is some logic behind calling it as a CCP. Sometimes in short it is also called as CCP. Write a note. FCC is also called as cubic close packing, in bracket CCP. Cubic close packing full form is CCP. Okay, short form, cubic close packing short form is CCP. Okay, So let's see the three-dimensional animation. Are you ready for that? Okay, let's go. Okay, here is which type of unit cell it is. Can you identify? Okay, don't worry, I will show you with the animation. See, this is the three-dimensional view. Three-dimensional view of the with animation simple cubic. It is also called as what it is called as. Very good. It is called as primitive. Okay. Actually, frankly speaking, these particles will not be this much distant. They will be close to each other. Okay, see, zoom, they are very close like that. There won't be any gap. Okay, so this actual shape will be like this. Okay, but what you see in the books is seen before. Okay, that is not for making you fool, it is only to make you understand. Still there is some gap is there. Okay, so this is what simple cubic unit cell. Simple cubic unit cell contains total 8 lattice point. All of them are occupying corners. Okay, next let us, this is the primitive. Actually when you separate them like this, only 1/8 portion. Okay, only which portion? 1/8 portion. Once you cut it as a cube, the leftover portion, all of you remember, in a cube only 1/8 portion. See, you can see it from inside or not. Inside it is spherical only, but outside it is a flat surface. So how much part of it is left over in this unit cell? 1/8 part of this corner is left inside the unit cell. Okay, what is that 1/8? We are going to study. That is also separate topic. Okay, but for the time being, what you will take, you will remember that in corner, when it is cut through the flat cube shape, this is the cube now. So everything is gone outside, only 1/8 portion of each and every sphere is inside the cube. Okay, next, this is called as what? BCC. Okay, so this is how BCC. See, inside the body center is not moving because it is at the center, so I am moving only corners. Okay, but this much gap will be there? No, actually this is only to show you clarity. Actually how they are there, they are like this. Just go zoom. Okay, so like this they will be there. Understood? So when I will show you with the animation. Now this is, the lines are very short. See, there is a gap between the corners now. In the previous diagram, in the simple cubic, there is no gap between the corner. Okay, here there is a gap between the corners. Okay, corners are not touching with each other. And one more thing you should see here. See, body center and corner. Every body center is in touch with all corner. Body center is in touch with all corner. This I am going to use, this point I am going to use it in the derivation. That's why I am going to tell you now itself. Continuity maintained without any gap is body diagonal. Body diagonal does not have any gap. Face diagonal have, and edge length also have the gap. Okay, will you remember this? So when I say after showing with animation, at least you should be able to see. Now I am going to cut it. If I cut it, then what it is going to do it? Okay, when it is cut, 1/8 portion is left over. But see, nicely, body center, full body center is inside only. So body center contribution, we will call it as a contribution, is 1. But corners, see, only 1/8 portions are inside the cube. Body center, nothing happened to body center. It is protected by 8 corners. This information also I am going to use it in the derivations. Okay, Next one is face center. So how distance they are appearing, but will they appear? See how many face center you are able to see. Only 5 na, actually one is just behind. See now. Okay, so 6 face centers are you able to see now? Okay, 8 corners and 6 face center, top and bottom, left and right, front and back, and 8 corners. This is the face center. This is only to show you clarity, but actually they will not be like this. How they will be? Just see this one. This is the gapless portion. Okay, now you can find there is a gap between the corner, but where gap is not there, face diagonal. Which diagonal? Face diagonal does not have any gap between them. Okay, why I am specifying, you will come to know when I ask during the derivation. I am going to ask you only, because after showing with this much clarity animation, if you still not able to understand, it is very difficult, my dears. Okay, so this is what body's face center. So face diagonal is continuously in touch, but edges are not in continuously touch, and you will find some gap in the body diagonal also. See, some gap is there. Okay, are you able to visualize? Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to cut it, then you will come to know the contribution. Zoom, cut. So when I cut, it is looking like this, but clarity will be like this. See, face centers are cut half is inside, half was outside. Okay, corner are 1/8 cut only inside. 1/8 part of the each corner is inside the cube, whereas half of the face center is inside and body center is completely inside. Is it understood? Any doubt about this? So this is all about the type of unit cell with the board teaching. After that I have taught you on the 2D two-dimensional clear diagrams, then with animated diagrams, and these animated diagrams are the most important concepts, will be understood very clearly. Okay, see you. I think you will wait for my next lecture. Bye bye.